Alright, so I'm biting the bullet. I'm just going to get this done, so it's done. So it's out, because again, we do have a game coming up shortly here tomorrow. So you are going to see this afternoon. I was debating if I was going to do this today or tomorrow, but I'm just biting the bullet. I'm just going to get this out there. This way, I can do other stuff that I kind of want to do this week, thinking of ideas, different type of video ideas than I normally do for this channel. So let's get into it. So week 2 is upon us. Tomorrow night, Thursday night, if you're watching this in the future, we have the Battlehawks taking on the Sea Dragons. The first Thursday game, the first non-weekend game for the XFL, but it's not the last because we're going to have some Mondays. We're going to have some Fridays coming up, and I think there's one more Thursday after this. I'd have to go back and check. I don't know if I ever posted the video. I went over the whole schedule. I don't know if I ever posted that video. I probably should. Maybe I'll still do that, even though, again, I talk about stuff. I made it before week 1, so I'll think about it. Otherwise, I can just make like an updated one or something. But point is here, not that much to talk about. But I do have the Battlehawks winning this game. I am not sold on the Sea Dragons as of yet. I think that if the Battlehawks can play a full game, full circle, full 60-minute game, I think that they can win this with ease. I think that they are one of the best teams in the league if they put their mind to it. So that's why I have them winning this. If otherwise, maybe the Sea Dragons are just going to come out and just pummel them. I don't know. I don't know. I still don't have enough information to go off of, who's really good and who's not, because it's only been week 1. So then we have the Defenders taking on the Vipers on Saturday. So I got the Defenders winning this game. I think this game is going to be kind of a meh game, to be honest. Like, it'll look good because this is a brand new league, and they might put up some points on each other, but I mean, we're all just waiting for Sunday night. Let's be real. We're all just waiting for Sunday night. I think Sunday night will be the best game. But this is the first game on Saturday. I'm not excited for this. I think both teams can put up points, but I don't know what's gonna happen with it. It might just be like it might be another 22-18 game or whatever, where it's just like a lot of scoring doesn't happen until maybe like later in the game or something, the second half of the game. I don't know, but I'm not personally excited. Maybe you are. Maybe you're a fan of one of these teams and you're excited for this matchup, but I personally am not. So I'm glad we get that out of the way. Then we have the Brahmas. That's a whole it's such a weird name to remember because I keep wanting to say Brahams, which is not right because the M comes before the A. But my mind goes Brahams for some reason. But it's Brahmas, like Christmas, stuff like that. Taking on the Guardians this weekend. I did in my power rankings. Was that Monday or yesterday? I'm like, hey, I don't think they're that good of a team, the Guardians. So I have the Brahmas winning this game. But again, it's week 1, so maybe the Guardians are going to turn it on this week. We'll see. So then we come to Game of the Week. So I guess I should start out with this. If you have never seen me do a picks, which has basically just been for the NFL. I didn't do anything for the XFL in 2020 or the USFL last year. I don't believe I did anything for that. Point is, yellow is just the main color I use for a pick. What I feel like a lot of people would pick. Now, obviously, here in the XFL and, in the USFL, when I do the picks too, it's going to be kind of a toss-up about who picks what. So it's not going to be 100% right for these newer leagues. But for the NFL, it's basically like, who do a lot of people have winning? Who do I have winning? Is that what a lot of people have? And if it's yes, then it's like, okay, well, that's just my basic pick. There is a blue. I have a dark blue, which you can go back to my NFL this year and kind of look around. You can probably see some on the thumbnails too. A dark blue means I am picking an upset, a team that not a lot of people are picking to win that game. The underdog team, essentially. So blue is underdog, yellow is normal, and green is game of the week. So it's essentially basic yellow, but I'm just highlighting a different color because that's the game that feels special to me. Now, just like with the NFL, it is not always the 3:25 slot. So here's Central Time. I'm from Wisconsin, so it's 3:25, 4:25 Eastern, and it's what 1:25 or 2:25, whatever time it is. No, it'd be 1:25 West Coast. So it's not always that. Whatever Fox has, whatever CBS has, it's not always those. It's not always the Sunday night games. It's not always the Thursday games. It can be whatever. It does not follow the script of what the Fox and CBS have for their middle of the day game. And just like for the XFL and the USFL, I have it being Sunday night. It could have been the Thursday game. It could have been a Monday game. It could be a Friday game coming up. We'll see what happens in the future. But it's never always going to be the same time slots that the big companies have for these teams. Like, for instance, if we go back a year, you could have had, like, Bucks and Chiefs as, like, 3:25. Again, Central Time, and that's Fox's game of the week. So, that might not have been my game of the week. Maybe something like Philly and Cincinnati. Something, if we go, again, based off of last year. Maybe Philly and Cincinnati, which, again, they didn't play last year. But if they did, maybe that's Sunday night, or maybe that's early Sunday morning. That would have been my game of the week over the Chiefs and the Bucks. So, long-winded explanation, but again, if you have not seen me do these picks, I kind of should explain this, especially because we're in a new league. I will have to do this again for the USFL, so you can kind of skip over all that, and we'll get into this game here now. So, we have the Houston Roughnecks hosting the Renegades. Now, to me, the Renegades have the best defense in the league right now, and we just saw that the Roughnecks can put up some points. So we have, and it's all for 1 week, but we have the number one offense versus the number one defense coming off of both week 1 wins. Loser is, will be 1-1. Winner is going to stay 2-0 on the year and continue their undefeated streak into week 3. Now, as you can see, I am picking the Roughnecks. Why? Because I don't trust that Renegade offense. I'm hoping it's a good game. I'm hoping they show up. But to me, Houston, I think, can put up points. I think if you have that offense out there a lot, if you have the Renegade defense out there a lot, that's what I meant. The defense out there a lot for the Renegades. They're going to get tired. They're going to kind of get exposed, but not really, because the offense is going to go 3 and out and fail to convert and all this other crap. Basically, if you're a Packers fan like myself, like I am, it's basically like this past season where we're projected to have a top 5 defense and, a bad offense. We come into the season, offense keeps going 3 and out, defense going to get exposed because they're out there for 45 plus minutes when they, on paper look like a really good defense. So that's how I feel about the Renegades now. If they can get a better start, kind of get the jitters out, I think eventually they can get down the line and they can make the playoffs. It's only a 4-team playoffs, 2 from each division. So I think they need to start quick. Got to get going, and you got to catch up to that defense, which again I think can carry them. But the offense has to make sure they're not going 3 and out constantly. That's what I'm nervous about. So that's why I'm going with the offense of the Roughnecks, because again, they just put up 33 or whatever it was, 38 it's 33. And they only allowed, I think it was 12 or 18 points. So, you're a high-flying offense. I think that you can do this, and especially if you make that defense tired and they're constantly out there and your defense is stalling out the Renegade offense, I think that they can win this game. So, I have them winning. Again, it's my game of the week, so for me, it's whoever wins. The Renegades might win this game, and they might look like a really good offensive team. So, but this is just on paper what we know from week 1. Obviously, I do this before the games start, because why would I do this after the games? So, we'll come back. We'll do my recap next, probably Tuesdays, when I'll probably do my recaps again. Just keep it same time frame as I did for the NFL. We'll talk about this game. Hopefully, it's a good game. Hopefully, points are scored. Hopefully, we have some defense going on. And it's just an all-around, overall good game. But we'll see. It's only 1 week under every team's belt so far. So for now, like the video, share the video around, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll be back next week for my reaction and my recap of week 2. Peace.